HUE, the ancient capital of Vietnam. This place is where Vietnamese high-class culture condenses. The epitome of HUE's classical culture is its fine cuisine, and the essence of HUE's food is its makers. HUE women have used their soft, delicate hands for centuries to craft foods using the most intricate ingredients from nature. The first ingredient that is symbolic to Vietnamese high culture is the lotus, plucked from its stem when the early morning dew still lingers around the petal's bosom.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Fine Cuisine. Now today I am going to take you to the old royal citadel of Vietnam, and that is no other than the central city of HUE. Here we are going to meet a woman who is known for being very well versed in the long tradition and history of this city. So follow me and find out who she is, and let's find out what food we're going to taste today.
Miss Chen is a painter and local food personality. She lives in a traditional HUE garden house in the Tin An Hills. This is where she shares her cultural pastimes with other artists. The traditional house has 3 halls. The main hall, where we're standing, is the house's largest. This is where guests will be hosted and important family festivities occur. As a painter, Miss Chen will spare one whole hall dedicated only to her paintings. Now these traditional houses, as Miss Chen just told me, are not only the spaces that help her creativity in, making art. It's also the space for visitors to come and where she introduces cuisine of HUE to them. So let's find out how HUE's cuisine is through the hands of a very, very skillful artist like Miss Chen.
Cô Chen ơi, thế thì ngày xưa cái lúc mà cô học cái cách nấu ăn mà các món ăn truyền thống của Huế á, thì là cô học từ ai ạ?
Thật ra thì mình sinh ra, mình lớn lên, mình được ăn mỗi ngày và mình được thấy mỗi ngày, và nó đi vào trong cái tiềm thức của cô.
Các cái món ăn bình thường của người dân ở Huế thì là họ sẽ ăn những cái món ăn nó đặc trưng như thế nào cô?
Mùa nào là thích đó, chứ không phải là riêng từng ngồi trong này là ăn cái gì. Nhưng ví dụ mùa này là mùa hè, ví dụ ăn thì có những cái món giấm nuốt, là cái món này chỉ có trong mùa hè và chỉ có ở Huế có. Hay là nếu ăn cái món tráng miệng thì người ta ăn cái món nhạc bọc hạt sen, là vì nếu không ăn thì nó sẽ qua mùa đó.
We are right now heading to Tịnh Tâm Lake to get some lotus seeds and lotus flowers as well. Now women in HUE are very, very particular when it comes to the ingredients for their food. So according to Miss Chen, if you want to get lotus, you have to go to Tịnh Tâm Lake, and that's where we're heading right now. So let's see what's the difference between Tịnh Tâm Lake's lotus and lotus anywhere else. Bây giờ là mình sẽ đi đến hồ Tịnh Tâm để hái hoa sen đó cô.
Đúng rồi, mình đi mua hòn mới hái.
À vâng.
Tịnh Tâm Lake, also known as Tịnh Lake, reminds people of a tranquil and peaceful place where one's heart can rest and his mind can be cleansed. The water of the lake is also amazingly tranquil. This is why the lake is a perfect place for lotus flowers to grow. The flowers have their roots deep in the lake's mud. Only the flowers and leaves stay above the water surface. Hence, when a person enters to pick the flowers by boat, the boat needs to be propelled by hand so as not to damage the flower stems beneath the water. Both the flowers and the seeds will be picked. Despite the delicacy of the flowers, many of the flower pickers are men. Vietnamese people have a saying that men will be gentler to the flowers because in some way, lotus flowers are like Vietnamese women.
Bây giờ là hen lọc rồi đó, quậy mùa mà bạch rong nó sen chứ ấy. Sen này là về mình vào để ăn sống mình chơi đó, ăn sống. Thời cô đi học á là hay đi bẻ cái này và bẻ ra mình ăn sống vậy. Hoặc là về mình chưng, còn mình nấu thì giờ ăn thường ăn là phải chọn cho tôi một số sen già, còn phải đúng cái đồ sen già để nó nghe vì hôm nay tôi đẩy khách xa nữa nghe. Ok, như này được rồi đó. Rồi, cảm ơn anh rất là nhiều. Đêm nay cho bác ăn được bao nhiêu sen?
500 hột cơ ạ?
Khi cái hạt sen già là nó tím.
Vâng.
Nó tím cái ngọn của nó.
Vâng.
Và nó cắn tròn ra. Nha. Đây là sen già.
Nhìn khác hẳn đúng không? Và sen này thì sẽ là để ăn ạ?
Để ăn.
Dạ.
Hôm nay về mình nấu 2 món liền.
Vâng.
Một món là chè nhạn hạt sen, một món là cơm sen.
Hay quá.
Now we're heading to a local market to complete our ingredients list for our HUE dish. You get to know what we're making soon. Even though HUE is the high cultural symbol of Vietnam, the city is also full of normal Vietnamese culture. You'll find this in the marketplace, is where anyone, regardless of how he or she was raised, can find common things of interest. The market is also where we get our ingredients. We're going to get some shrimps. Also, we're getting something I've never seen before.
Vâng, sống con cả đi chết nấu ăn hàng không tân.
Trong môn này như kiểu là thạch rau câu không nhỉ?
Ngon sống ở dưới biển.
Now these animals right here, they are called nuocs in the local language. What they are basically is they are small jellyfish, and we're going to enjoy one of the specialties of HUE with nuocs today. Dạ vâng, em cảm ơn chị.
Let's begin with the lotus dishes. The first step in preparing the dish is to prep the lotus seeds. The outer coverings of the seeds need to be peeled off to reveal a yellow-white interior. Similarly, the longan will be peeled down to only its flesh. As you can see, HUE women will carry out these preparation steps. I've already asked Miss Book Chen to let me try some lotus seeds. I'm going to take out the interior green pit because it is bitter. However, the pit is believed to aid in sleep.
Nó bùi bùi, thơm. vui.
Cái sen này ăn bùi hơn sen ở ngoài Hà Nội quá.
Nó bùi.
Mà
nấu nó chín rất nhanh. Nó chín nhanh lắm.
Mà con cảm giác như là cái vị hình như là nó thanh hơn.
Đúng rồi.
Đúng không ạ?
The worker uses a toothpick to remove the pit. This step helps remove the bitter taste from the lotus seeds and also saves the pit or teeth. The pitted seeds will be placed inside the longan flesh and placed in a boiling pot of pandan seasoned water. The female cook needs to ensure that the lotus longan combination is not overcooked. Otherwise, the longan will lose its crunchiness. Just pour a couple of longan and soup into a bowl, and we're done. A main dish that can be made from lotus is lotus rice. While the lotus longan soup is sweet, the rice dish is savory. The savory taste is created with Vietnamese pork sausage, egg, and shrimp. And there is another secret to the lotus rice flavor, the lotus leaf. Rice is wrapped carefully in the lotus leaf and taken to be steamed. The completed dish will be enjoyed by cutting the stem of the leaf to reveal the rice.
Cô thế thì bây giờ mình làm xong cái món sen rồi thì là một cái món đặc sản của mùa hè ở Huế đúng không ạ? Thế thì bây giờ món luộc này có phải là cũng là một đặc sản không cô?
Đúng rồi, cái món luộc này là món đặc sản của Huế. Luộc này là chỉ có Huế mới có.
À, cô thế cái con luộc này á, trông nó rất là giống với cả con sứa đúng không ạ? Thế thì lúc mà ăn rồi thì có cảm giác nó như thế nào? Cô có giống với ăn con sứa không?
Bởi vì cái con luộc này là nó rất nhỏ và nó có cái chân, mà ăn cái chân là nó rất giòn.
Cái chân thì lại giòn à?
Giòn, và cái con luộc này nó rất nhỏ xíu thôi, chứ còn nó không to như con sứa.
Cut the jellyfish into bite-sized pieces Then submerge the jellyfish in salty water to preserve the meat. Then we peel the prawns. Cut the shallots. We're going to sprinkle some fish with the shallots and then season the fish with salt, pepper, and fish sauce. While we wait for that to seep in, we're going to infuse the shallot in oil and throw in the shrimps. Once the shrimps turn red, they are cooked. The shrimps will be put on a plate individually so that the oil can be saved for the next step. We will then add some chili powder, zoot paste, and water. While we wait for that to boil, we cut up some bamboo and pineapple. Now smash the chili and scallions to release their flavors. Then chop the green onions and cilantro mix. Now that our fish is done marinating, we're going to put them in a pot of water and bring them to a boil with the pineapple and bamboo. Keep the lid off the pot to get rid of the fishy smell, and we'll have a fish broth. Add in some chopped green onions and cilantro and top the decoration with some salad and banana roots. Finally, add in the rice noodles, shrimps, and jellyfish sesame.
As you can probably tell from what you've seen so far, Hue's cuisine is very delicate and it requires a lot of carefulness, and you have to remember all these steps, and I myself am not sure if I can remember it all after just one time seeing.
Now the dish is done. From left to right, the noodle dish, the shrimp in paste, and fish broth.
Cô ơi, thế thì ngoài hai món mà cô vừa nói á, là món chè hạt sen với long nhãn này và món giấm nuốc ấy, thì hôm nay mình có còn thử được ăn món gì khác nữa không ạ?
Trong vườn mình là nó có rất là nhiều cây, như cây sả này, cây gừng này, cây hành này, cây ớt này, rồi cây chanh này.
Tất cả trộn vào với nhau?
Không, tất cả những cái đó là tạo lên cái ngũ vị. Ngũ vị tức như là 5 thứ đó. Rồi là mình mua vài con tôm cho ngon về mình nấu một cái món ngũ vị đó, là ăn cái mùa này á là nó giải cảm vì nó có gừng, có sả, có hành, có ớt đó, còn là chanh đó.
Miss Butchen has sent me to find some lemongrass and lemon leaves in her garden, so I'm going to try my luck.
Honestly, she said it was like right out back, but I don't see any pepper or chili or anything here. So, okay, let's keep looking. We'll find it. Oh wait, I think that's right there. Okay, that should be enough. So next we'll have to get the lemon leaves, which are right here. So I think I'll just grab a bunch. Ow. Thorns. You have to make sure you're very careful with the thorns. These are very, very sharp, so you don't want to get your hands caught into the thorns. I'll say that's enough. I think we have it all. So let's go back and see Miss Chen and see if she needs any more. She might need help over there.
Just as Miss Chen has told me, this dish is extremely simple. All we need to do is to cut up the herb ingredients, put them in a bowl, and add our shrimp with a bit of broth.
Well, as you can see, it's dark outside now, and we're just sitting down at the table. It's been a very long day. We've worked very hard on these dishes. Definitely, Miss Chen has taught me a lot on the cuisine of HUE people, and now I'm very excited, very hungry to learn more about how these dishes actually taste. So let's give it a go. Thôi con mời cô, bây giờ mình sẽ bắt đầu ăn thôi cô nhỉ?
Đúng rồi, cả một ngày lao động cực lực rồi. Bây giờ thì ăn thôi.
Vâng, đói quá rồi.
Cô mời con ăn thì món tôm hủ gì trước.
Dạ, vâng.
Vì cái món này cần ăn nóng.
Vâng.
These dishes I enjoy during the summer. Back in the past, they were extravagant treats enjoyed by only the royal and the ruling class. But now the dishes are used to treat another type of royalty, the visitors to HUE. Through food, HUE people express their deepest high respect towards their visitors and towards their own food. Noodle dish is enjoyed by adding the stock.
This is a very interesting dish. I never thought that something that tastes like jellyfish would be any good, to be honest. I was skeptical about the whole idea. But now that I've had a taste of it, my mind is totally blown. I completely am out of words to say. It has a crunchy taste to it, crunchy texture, but at the same time a very, very refreshing flavor. If you ever have a chance to come to HUE in the summer, give this a try. I say this is my personal favorite of the day.
Hôm nay cháu đã có cơ hội để đến đây để gặp cô mà được học rất là nhiều thứ từ cô, lại còn được ăn rất là nhiều món ăn. Chưa được đến cầu Huế thì là cháu rất là cảm ơn cô ạ.
Cô mong là có dịp chung trở lại. Bởi vì Huế là không cổ lắm và rất nhiều món.
And that's also the end of this episode of Fine Cuisine. Now, today has definitely been one of the best journeys I've had so far throughout the show. I've had the chance to learn more about Miss Chen, and I've had the chance to learn more about the delicate cuisine of the royal city of HUE. Now, this is very good food, and is also something that is very cultural. You definitely want to check this out if you have the chance to come to HUE. So, even though it's raining outside, the rain does not take anything away from this great experience that I've had so far. So that's the end of this show. Thank you very much for being here with us. Do join us next time, though, for another great adventure. Thank you, and goodbye for now.